Welcome back to the show, everyone. It is a Vancouver institution, and if you think you're a foodie and you've never heard of Galloways, you ain't no foodie.
Yeah, you got to give back your foodie card. Chef Annie Cara is joining us now. She's the owner and president of Galloway Specialty Foods. How are you, Annie?
Hi, Annie.
Great, guys.
Let's talk about the history of Galloways first a little bit before we get into everything. And this has got to be one of Vancouver's oldest companies.
Oh, yeah.
Sure,
well, we're celebrating our 75th anniversary this year.
75th?
Yes. Yes, this September, our 75th anniversary.
When did your family first get involved in Galloways?
Well, it's been around since 1936. So my dad bought it in 1974.
And how old were you when you started working in the back?
13. And I started, my first summer job was packing spices in a little spice bags and stapling them with the labels, and 5 cents a package was my wage.
Now, you guys, when it comes
Thanks, Dad.
when we say specialty foods, we really mean it. There's so many things on this table that neither Mike nor I have ever seen. Where do you find all this stuff?
Well, we source it from all over the place. We have about 100 suppliers.
Literally all over the world.
All over the world.
But
yes.
I mean, if there's one thing that we've noticed in food, and I guess it's always been there, but maybe we've just been more aware, is there's real trends that are happening in food now,
for
and
sure.
new products
People
and people experimenting.
People are going more ancient. People are getting more specialty. People are cooking more now. They're getting more interested because nobody wants to go out and spend so much now. They pretty much experiment a lot. There's a lot of foodies out there.
Well, and to have
let's
that
talk about the
novelty.
spices, because I mean, if you've got the right spices in your cupboard, you can make anything.
Well, we have 306 spices in our
I have 3 in my cupboard. So what have we got here?
Those are all curry powders that we have, and we have Madras, we have Indian, and we have Sri Lanka.
Very nice.
And they're all from different regions of India, but we've got different recipes for each curry, and one is hot, one is extra hot.
Which one's extra hot?
The one
that one.
This one here.
Yeah, there's the hot.
The Bengal.
That's for serious.
Yes.
And for the saltaholics like myself, you have specialty salt.
We have Himalayan,
of course. How much of a difference does that make to use the right kind of salt?
Well, it's just the right source, the right salt.
Makes the food taste all the better.
All better, yes.
Okay. Let's talk about some of the interesting and new products. Tell us about what's in here.
That's a Marcona almond grown in Spain. The flavor is between a macadamia nut and a cashew nut.
And the texture is so different.
Roasted and salted and so soft.
Really good, really good.
And what the heck is this?
That's a preserved lemon made in Morocco.
Is it just preserved in water, or is it? Wow, that's really cool.
And somebody put some of this on my desk today, because this is the cure-all. Tell us about this honey.
Okay, now that is, you got a cough, it's going to heal your cough, it's going to heal everything, the flu, any wound you have.
Yeah, you said even if you have scratches on your body,
scratches, anything, just put Manuka honey on anything and it'll go away.
And people will be familiar with this one here.
Oh, that goes with everything.
Now that
everybody has
with
this.
My French fries, yes.
And where is it from? We see it everywhere. But
that's from Thailand.
It's from Thailand.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Now, it smells so good, and this is part of the reason why. What is this? Is this your specialty?
This is my specialty dish. It's called red lentil fritters, made from this here. These are red lentils. Everybody skips, nobody sort of notices lentils in our store, but this is, you grind these with garlic, ginger, sugar, cayenne, and cumin in a food processor, and then you make a little batter, and you just fry.
She makes it sound easy, but I know.
And you know what? And this is a great appetizer for
no kidding
for anybody.
How much of the fun around Galloways and for you is experimentation with the products that you're getting?
I've got so much passion with with the food there. Whatever we get, we try. Arlene, our chef, makes all these. We've got 2 culinary graduates in our store that work for us. Every Saturdays they make something new.
Do you have to taste it all?
Of course.
Tough job.
Of course.
I mean, in all honesty, the best chefs in the city come in there.
They want to come and shop because there's all these hard to find items in our store.
And I've never seen this before in my life. We've got 2 different kinds of sugar here. I've never seen.
But they're really the same, but they're different. There's jaggery gur, the way it's processed in India, and it's a cane sugar. It tastes like fudge.
Oh.
And it's totally raw.
Can you eat it by itself? Well, I guess you can eat it by itself.
Completely raw.
And what about that one?
This is Muscovado sugar. Nigella Lawson swears by this stuff. She loves this stuff.
How much time do you spend reading food magazines?
Well, I'm always watching the food show.
I can imagine.
And quinoa is the new superfood. You've got a great quinoa salad here.
Highest in protein. It's not really a grain. It's an actual high protein superfood.
Which is great for vegetarians or vegans because it's hard to get proteins.
You can put quinoa with everything, salads, you know,
And you guys
vegetables.
have a pretty renowned quinoa salad.
We also carry quinoa flour and quinoa puffs.
What are quinoa puffs?
They're like puffs. The puffed quinoa for cereal.
Oh, like chips?
Really?
No, puffs. Like they're like, you know, like a
Puffed rice?
Like popcorn
puffed,
or...
yeah,
Wow.
like a puffed rice.
Now there
They're
was
puffed.
something. What did we see here? What is this one?
That's a chia seed.
Now I
High
think
in
chia
antioxidants.
pet.
Well, it is really a chia.
Is it? I had no idea there was such a thing.
But really, it's the greatest source of protein, the greatest antioxidant.
Really?
You know? Yes.
So how
Great
would you
vitamin
prepare
D.
these?
You can sprout those.
Yeah.
You can grind them and eat them just like
Grow
that.
them out of your head?
Yeah, you
that's
can.
right.
Yeah.
If your head is made out of clay, you can do that flaxseed, of course.
Flaxseed, of course. That's a cleanser for your intestines.
And organic Hunza apricots. What makes those special, the Hunza?
Grown in the Hunza Valley in Pakistan.
Do you ever find anything that you haven't heard of, or have you heard of everything at this point?
Actually, yeah, there's a whole bunch of things I haven't heard of.
I was gonna say,
There's
people
every
must-
day there's something
Something
they call
new.
me and go, you know.
People must play Stump Annie all the time.
Yeah.
like-
Oh yeah, they do. They do. They
Have
do.
you
They
heard
do.
of?
Yeah. Have you guys heard of Lexia raisins?
No.
No?
What is
okay.
it?
Great for fruitcakes. This is what people use
here
in
you go.
minced meat and in all the fruitcakes grown in Australia.
Favorite food cake. Here you go. We want to talk about your cookbook as well, because you guys spend so
My
much time
wonderful cookbook, yeah.
figuring out recipes and how to use these products and these unusual ingredients.
Yes. Got my signature chicken curry in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you give away the secrets.
Try.
Yeah.
You have to try Annie's chicken curry in there. The red lentil fritters are in there as well.
I'm trying.
Okay, Mike's trying
That's not
one.
in there.
Yeah, I have to.
Okay, if you want to, you can actually shop online at Galloways, which is
Yes.
great, or you can visit their retail stores in Richmond or South Burnaby. We're going to take a quick break. We've got more coming up on Urban Rush right after this. Stay tuned. Is it good?
I got it.